So, Happy New Year's. In the spirit of the new year, I stayed up all night with my best friend. We did not sleep. And I am running solely on caffeine. So I'm not going to do any retakes. I'm not going to say anything twice. This video is going to be the most raw thing that I have produced. Hey everyone, it's Madwitch here. The last paranormal game I spoke about was the Midnight Game on The Ghost in My Machine. That's the website I got it from. This is also where I'm getting the also paranormal game. This is terrible. One Man Hide and Seek. I don't know if you can see it, but there might be incense floating across the screen. You can ignore that. It wasn't until the fall of 2008 that instructions for the One Man Hide and Seek game appeared on an English language site. But perhaps it would have been better for everyone if it hadn't been translated at all. Goodness knows that. As always, play at your own risk. I'm not going to play this. I don't need to have an explanation. Woo! Okay, players. 1 principal. Requirements. 1 stuffed doll with limbs. I don't like this already. 1 sack of uncooked rice. What the heck? What? I want to know what that's for, but I'm just gonna have to wait and find out. 1 pair of nail clippers. I beg your pardon? 1 needle. 1 length of red thread. 1 sharp edge, such as a knife or pair of scissors. This sounds horrible. This sounds worse than the Midnight Game. 1 bathroom with bathtub. 1 cup of salt water. 1 television. 1 hiding place. Incense or oofta, which I don't know if I'm saying that right. But just judging by the requirements of things that you need to have, or like the recipe for this game, it's pretty wild. Instructions. The prelude. Using your sharp edge. Using your sharp edge, cut open the doll. Remove the stuffing. Replace the stuffing with dry, uncooked rice. Okay, so there's where the rice comes in. You've gutted a doll already. Do you really want to be doing this? Dolls are already kind of scary as it is. Clip off a piece of your fingernail and place it inside the doll with the rice. This sounds like the making of a voodoo doll. Using the needle and red thread, stitch the doll closed. Without snipping the thread, take the remaining length, wrap it around the doll, and tie off the ends. So I guess you kind of want a long piece of string. I mean, you don't, because you don't want to play this game. Fill the bathtub with water. Purify the room in which your hiding place is located with the incense or oofdua. That's good. That's a good start. A little bit of protection goes a long way. Of course, the best form of protection is prevention, and the best way to prevent whatever this is gonna be is to not play the game. Once it has been purified, set up the television in the same room. Place the cup of salt water and the sharp edge inside the hiding place. Okay. Last step is to name the doll. So, I don't know if you all know this, but naming a doll to begin with does give it a little bit more power and personality than it just being a plain doll. Moving on. The main event. Begin precisely at 3 a.m. Repeat the following phrase to the doll 3 times, filling in your own name where appropriate. Your name, is the first it. Liam, are you still here? Liam? I'm getting a little bit antsy. Just making sure you're still alive. No, it's 2020. We're doing positivity. Then I guess we're stuck in a time loop, and I'm just gonna have to re-record this video. All the time. Thanks. Okay, step 2. Go to the bathroom. Submerge the doll in the bathtub and leave it there. No. No. Step 3. Turn out all the lights in your house. Step 4. Go to your hiding place and switch on the television. Close your eyes and count to 10. When you have finished counting, open your eyes. Retrieve your sharp edge and return to the bathroom. Remove the doll from the bathtub and say the following phrase to it, filling in the doll's name where appropriate. I have found you, doll's name. Use your sharp edge to cut the red thread binding the doll. Say the following phrase to the doll, filling in the doll's name where appropriate. You are the next it, doll's name. Then return the doll to the bathtub. Okay, technically, you have gutted and then refilled this doll, and then you drowned it, and then you gutted it again, and then you put it back in the water. I wonder if this doll is going to have a grudge against you. Quickly return to your hiding place. Remain as silent as possible. Yeah, I'd try to be pretty quiet too. The ending. Take a large mouthful of salt water. Do not swallow it. Hold it in your mouth. Keep the cup containing the rest of the salt water in your hand. Emerge from your hiding place and begin looking for the doll. Note, the doll may not necessarily be in the bathroom where you left it. I bet. When you find the doll, pour the remaining salt water in the cup over it. Spit the salt water in your mouth over the doll as well. Well, that's disrespectful. Repeat the following phrase to the doll 3 times. I win. That is also disrespectful. The postscript. Once the game has been completed, allow the doll to dry, then burn it and discard the remains. Additional notes. The rice represents the doll's internal organs. Additionally, it serves as bait to attract spirits. What? Excuse me? No! Why would anyone in their right mind play this game? The red thread represents a blood vessel and seals whatever spirits you might have attracted inside the doll. Snipping the thread in the main event, step 6, releases the spirits. So not only have you, disrespected these spirits, you're letting them go in your house. When naming your doll, do not give it your own name. It is also advisable to avoid giving it the name of anyone you know. Once the game has begun, do not do any of the following things until it has been completed. Turn on the lights, lock any doors, including the front or back doors, make unnecessary noise, or leave your house. Nice knowing you have an escape route. It is not generally advisable to emerge from your hiding place in the ending, step 2, without both holding the salt water in your mouth and carrying the cup with the remaining salt water in your hand. Should anything have found its way into your home during the course of the game, they will act as safeguards and protect you from any harm your visitor or visitors may attempt to inflict upon you. At this point, I think you're going to need a little bit more than salt water. Maybe get some salt with black pepper and cayenne pepper and maybe some paprika. That might help. Also, try burning some dragon's blood if you can get your hands on it. Also, dragon's blood is actually a real thing. It's an incense. I'm not making things up here. The purpose of the television is to alert you to the presence of these potential visitors. Should it begin to display abnormal behavior, do not, under any circumstances, leave your hiding place without the salt water. So now I'm wondering if it's just like a normal TV running, but you don't want to make any unnecessary noise, so do you just mute it? I guess. We'll probably find out. Do not allow the game to go on for longer than 2 hours. Okay. Once it has been started, the game must be played through to completion. Do not attempt to abandon it partway through. To do so would result in disaster, because just playing the game itself would not. Okay, well, that seems to be it about One Man Hide and Seek. I do not advise you to play this game. I'm not gonna play it. That's all for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Madwitch, signing out. Keep it spooky.